I have a whole farm master conservation plan for my farm. How can we continue to grow so that my farm is more productive and is the solution, not the problem? Agriculture is the predominant way to naturally decrease pollution.
Today we are on Mr. David Daigle's ranching operation, one of the tracts that he manages. And what we're looking at today is commonly referred to as silvopasture. Silvopasture is a practice that basically combines forage production and grazing with timber production on the same land. Silvopasture systems are pretty diverse by nature. The timber production from the silvopasture can be used for forest products and other byproducts. But then they're also complementary to the grazing system because they provide shade, they reduce the temperature underneath the understory, and then also provide a wind belt or break the wind speed up. So they're a complementary system. And along with that, with the diversity of silvopasture, you get a diverse amount of grasses, forbs, woody species, and all of these species have a potential to sequester quite a bit of carbon in the soil. And also because of the diversity, they provide excellent wildlife habitat for critical or endangered species.
So 40 years ago, we were growing timber and cattle and from a production viewpoint, and then we began to realize the ecological values of things as the government agencies became more aware. So Louisiana Natural Heritage has identified over 200 different species of plants on this site alone. It's only a 130-acre site. We have identified as many as 23, 24 species in a square meter. So it's an extremely biodiverse prairie with trees on it. Yeah.
Every inch of every acre is precious.
And maybe take this.
Oh, Mr. David's been awesome to work with and just been a joy. He's been so welcoming in bringing us out here and telling us and sharing his knowledge with us. And we are so excited to have him here and have him show the world what silvopasture is and how we can work together in partnerships to create something awesome.
About 10 years ago, we began to think about soil health, and we began to think about what is our soil health doing on our sites, because we're burning. That can't be good for soil health, huh? But we found out, no, burning is very good for soil health. So if we burn correctly and we graze correctly, we increase soil health here. So, you know, the Midwestern prairies, the Midwestern prairies, what do they talk about? 10 feet of topsoil or something? That was a result of bison grazing on the prairies and fire and so forth. So something similar is happening here.
Soil is not dirt. That's a big difference. And soil is precious. All the nutrients in a soil, any nitrogen, potassium, that all has a tremendous value, as does the water.
This healthy ecosystem does not happen by accident. That herbivory, that fire, it's what this ecosystem evolved by, and Dave's using them in the proper prescription to maintain this ecotype. If we tried to maintain it simply with a hands-off approach, it would never happen. This would just turn into a jungle of invasives and not much good for anything.
So the program is funded by the EPA. It's the 319 Non-Point Source Reduction Program. And this money allows us to implement conservation practices that are going to increase our soil and water quality.
Ag is a critical player in maintaining this critical ecotype.